Hello everyone. Today we're going to make a fruit salad. Now I know that it's really easy, but I've just chosen some of the fruits to show you how you prep them. Now everyone preps a different way, but I'll just show you the way that I do it. So let's begin. We'll start off with the melon. So we want to cut the melon in half. Now inside you've got these seeds, and what we do is we get a spoon and we just scrape those out. So just put the spoon in and just scrape out the seeds. There we go, there it's empty. We'll just do the other one. I'll try and point it at the camera so you can see. There we go. And then I just slice it into sections like this. Or sometimes if you haven't got a knife long enough, you can cut sort of halfway through and then turn it round and then do the other half if you've just got a small knife. Now, what I do then is I cut along the bottom all the way around. So you can cut along the bottom like this, all the way around. You can turn it around the other way to do the other section if you're not confident, and then you can cut it into little segments like this. Just pop it into there. Or what I tend to do is I put little slits in for the sections like this, and then I hold it over the dish and I go along, but it's in my hand. Now obviously if you're not confident doing this, just do it on the chopping board, it's absolutely fine. So on the chopping board I go round, go all the way around, then turn it round and just do that last section, and then I'll cut it into slices like this. So just do it that way if you find it easier. If you're happier with a knife, then you can do it in your hand. So I'll do little sections like this, and then I'll hold it in my hand and put the knife through all the way around. So let's do the last one on the chopping board. There we go. So that's our melon. Turn. Now I'm going to show you how to prep a mango. This is the way I do it. Obviously everyone does it differently. As I said before in my previous videos, I'm not a chef. So the stone will be in the middle. So I tend to cut off the centre all the way through. You can feel the stone. So if you're hitting the stone, just go slightly across. There we go. And then the same with the melon. What I do is I slice it into the right size. This one I won't, I'll just pierce through, but I won't actually slice it. And then again, you can just go round the edge like you did with the melon to the end, and then it comes off, and then you can slice it into little chunks. like that. Or the same again, like the melon, you can slice through into the little chunks and then hold it in your hand and go round. But obviously I've been cutting like this for a long time. If you're not very confident, I'd rather you take your time and just do it on the chopping board than to actually injure yourself. Cut that little bit off and then just slice. So we'll do that with all of those. The one that I've actually just haven't gone through and I've just made a line across is because I was just going to slice it in my hand again. And you can see the little chunks come away. There we go. Or let's do it again on the chopping board. So literally just running the knife, or you can do it sideways if it's easier for you. Just whatever works for you. There we go. Let's do the last one on the chopping board. I've left a bit too much on this one. I'll just go over it. Okay. Waste not, want not. There we go. Now, when you reach the actual stone, obviously we don't want to throw all of this away. So what you can do is slice from the top, go round to take the skin off, just slowly and gently, take your time, and then round the other way. Now, when you get too close to the stone, the mango goes a bit stringy. But you can see this section here, that's just the flesh of the melon. So you can put your knife and just take that section off. And again on the opposite side. Turn it round and we do the same again. If you do it slowly, you can feel the stone when you're touching it. So you're just going over. There we go. So we've got more melon off the stone. And then we just go ahead and slice those up. There we go. Moving on to some plums. Now all the fruit has been washed, so these plums have been washed. And again, you know there's a stone in the middle, so just go off centre and cut down. And then cut the sides and the end. Slice. And then obviously if you don't want them this size, you cut them in half again. So off centre, because you know the stone's in there. Either side, and then just a little bit on the end. Last one. And then I'm just going to crisscross those in bits. That's our plums done. Moving on to our apples. I've chosen 2 apples, again been washed. Now you can see there's a bruised area here, so I'll just cut that off. Now you know you can get a corking device, so you just push it in, it takes the cork out. I'm not lucky enough to have one of those, so I'll just cut round the centre. Turn it round. There we go, that's the centre bit. And then I'll just cut the slices. So I will cut this again and then cut it this way. You can turn it round and cut it like this if it's better for you. There we go. Let's do this apple. So, cutting down and just turning the apple round as I cut round. And that's the core, sorry. Right. Now obviously you can cut it smaller, it just depends on the size of fruit you would like. There we go, that's the apple done. So I'll put that in the bowl. I'm going to also throw some blueberries in. They've been washed as well. And then I've washed some grapes. Now, you can put the grapes in whole. These are seedless grapes, but they look quite large. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cut them in half. And then I'll put those in. I was just about to start cutting the grapes, and I've realised because I've put the apple in, now apple will go brown. So what I've done is here I've got some orange juice, and I'll just pour that over, and then I'll just give it a mix round so the apple is covered in the orange juice. Now some people, they'll use a sugar and water mix for fruit salad, but I tend to just put some orange juice in. So that's all covered, and that will just stop the apple, or if you've got pear goes brown as well, it will just stop it going brown. There we go, and then I'm going to get on with my grapes. Right, oranges. Or satsumas. You can just give it a squeeze or a roll in your hand. It just helps the skin come away. And then we'll peel the oranges, satsumas or clementine, whatever you have to hand. And then once you've peeled it, now you can either open it up and break each section like this, take off the white to put into your fruit salad, or when we open it we pull out the middle, all these are white stringy bits, and then you can just cut them in half and then just break them in, just depending on the size you want really in your bowl. So you want these stringy bits, get rid of these. And then just pop them in. Or as I say, you can cut down the middle section like this and then break them up to put into your bowl. It's entirely up to you. So here we are, here's my melon. Now the reason I haven't tipped my melon into my fruit salad is just because one of my children, he doesn't actually like melon, so I tend to keep it separate. But what you can do is once you've made your fruit salad is to actually put it in a container and leave it in the fridge, and then you've just made it ready for breakfast the next day, or if you feel like having a snack you can just open the fridge and there's a fruit salad, something healthy for you. Now for those of you who like banana in your fruit salad, I wouldn't recommend chopping a banana and put it in your fruit salad. Just because it can go a bit mushy. So what I tend to do for those of you who like banana is once I'm ready to dish up, I will slice the banana up and put some in and do it that way. So you can use all different types of fruit. The strawberries and raspberries I do love, and blackberries in a fruit salad, but they tend to be quite expensive, so I don't buy them every time I make a fruit salad. But good luck. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and go ahead and make one. Bye. I'm just pouring some more orange juice over. And then I'll probably just cover this over later for when my family come back.